Good afternoon. Welcome to my space. I'd like to share with you something that would be excellent for you to learn how to do if you would like, to boost your immune system, to work with your electromagnetic fields, to work with 14 different meridians. 5,000 years ago, the Chinese discovered that within our own beings, within our systems, we have electrical pathways that are as old as we are as human beings. And they've been working for us and doing jobs for us for millions of years. Well, we know how to trace those meridians with our hands, and it's just like giving yourself an electrical bath. It's a wonderful thing to do each day. It feels good, and I'd like to demonstrate that for you right now. I learned this work from Donna Eden. This is Eden Energy Medicine, and she taught me how to do this about 20 years ago. And I enjoy what this feels like, the vitality that it's brought me in my life, and the whole field of work that this work actually is all about. But right now, I want to show you just this simple tool that you can use every single day. So it's about 3-something in the afternoon, which means that we are in bladder time. All of the meridians, the 14 that I just spoke of, connect to each other. And you can go through each one of them by tracing them. We're going to start out with central meridian, and it starts right here at the base of your pelvis. And you're going to bring your hands straight up to the center of your body, and it goes right here to just underneath your lip. And then we're going to start at the back of the spine, at the sacrum, and we're going to draw our hands as far up as we can, and then imaginary line connect it over our head and bring it right to underneath your nose. You'll always start with central and governing. And then you begin with the meridian that is going on in the time of day, which is right now, Bladder Meridian. And that meridian starts right here. We start at the forehead, we go over the neck, and we remember to connect that imaginary line, trace straight down to the base of the sacrum, jog back up, go around the glutes, leave the body and come to the shoulders, and then trace down underneath your shoulders, connect that line that started at your shoulders, go straight down through the body. This is one of the longest pathways in the body. And you're going to bend over, go slightly in at the knees, go all the way down to the heels and outside to the little toe. Stay down here, because the next meridian that you need to do is kidney meridian. And in order to do that, you roll your feet, can you see me? To the side, and you push in on the bottom of your foot. That means you push in right here on the bottom of your foot. Both feet push in, make a circle back by your ankles, and come straight up through the insides of your legs, straight up over your body, and then right here to just underneath your collarbone. And give yourself a nice tap. Tap right underneath your collarbone. This is the end of that meridian. And from here, you're going to go over the shoulder and off the middle finger. This is circulation. Over the shoulder and off the middle finger. We call it circulation sex. The Chinese often call it, or acupuncturists might call this pathway pericardium. It ends at the end of your fingertips. You're going to turn your hands over and go straight up the ring finger. This is triple warmer or triple heater. Go all the way up to the shoulder. I like to massage right here and come around the back of the ear, and it ends at the temple. Go to the other hand and go straight up the ring finger to the back of the shoulder, massage a little, and come around the ear and stop at the temple. Now we're at Gallbladder Meridian. This is the most confusing, but it feels so good. Ruins your hairdo though. So now you're going to start at the temple and drop to the opening of the ear. You're going to swing back up a couple of inches and circle forward on the side of your head, then back around your ear, then forward onto your forehead, and then back over your head with your whole hand to the nape of your neck. Continue that line with your hand, that imaginary line, connect it with your hands, and come forwards on your rib cage. Come back towards your waist, and then go forwards again on your hips, and straight down the sides of your legs and off your fourth toe. Now, you're down here again, and you're going to do liver meridian. Liver meridian starts on the inside of your big toe. That's the toe that's closest to your second toe, the inside of the big toe. And you come straight up through the inside of your legs again, flaring out at your hips, coming right up underneath the rib cage at the bottom here, and swinging over just in line with the front of your body. Now we're at lung, and lung is right here. It starts right on top of your lungs. And you take your whole hand and you go over your shoulder and off the thumb. And the same thing on the other side. Just touch your lung area, go over your shoulder and off your thumbs. Now we're going to large intestine. Large intestine is the first finger. Go straight up through the first finger all the way up through the shoulder, and then come straight up through to underneath your nose and swing out to where you end right here at your cheek. First finger up the arm to the shoulder and come up the neck to underneath the nose and swing out to the cheek. And now we're at stomach, which ended right here. We just ended here. We're going to begin right here. They all begin where one ends. Stomach, you're going to drop to the chin. Then you're going to circle sideways on the side of the head to the forehead. Then you're going to come straight down through the eyes to the chin, down through the neck, slightly out at the neck, over the front of the torso, down, slightly flaring out at the legs, and down through the legs and off the second toe. Stay down here because, remember, it always ends where it begins. So, we are going to go straight up the inside of the big toe this time, kind of on that side where that bunion is, or that bumpy point below your big toe, and drag your hands straight up through the body again, flaring out at the hips, underneath the armpits, and down to the bottom of the rib cage. That is spleen. Now we're going to start at heart, which is just underneath the armpit and off the little finger. Underneath the armpit and off the little finger. Strengthens heart. Turn the hands over, and we're going to do small intestine. You start on the top of the little finger, come straight up the arm again, grab in the back where the shoulder is, come up to the cheek and back to the opening of the ear. Same thing on the other side. Drag it straight up through the little finger on the top of the arm, come right here to the shoulder, up to the cheek, and back to the opening of the ear. And we have gone all the way around. We are back to Bladder Meridian. We ended right here, and Bladder Meridian starts right here. We're going to go over the head one more time, turn around, and you can see my hands. I'm going to connect that line, go straight down to the base of the spine, jog back up towards the waist, down around the glutes, and leave the body. And come back to the shoulders and connect that line and go straight down the back of the body, flaring in at the knees slightly, going down the legs and off the little toe. You have completed all of the meridians, and you want to seal it up by coming up central meridian and stopping here underneath the lip, and taking, governing, and coming up, starting at the base of the spine, coming straight up the spine, and stopping right here under the nose. and you have sealed yourself up. You're ready for the day. You're all hooked up electromagnetically. It's just like those old-fashioned operators, you know, that would pull out all the operating lines, and then they'd plug them all back in exactly where they're supposed to be. And go out and seize the day.